Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new podcast. And today we are here for the Leagues Cup. It has started. Right now they have started the second match day, but we're gonna go through the first match day, the Leagues Cup brought to us. The first game was a Toluca, the champions of the Liga MX versus the champions and defenders of the League's Cup, uh, Columbus Crew. The game started with a Rossi win at the 11th minute for a penalty, and then Arsters made it 0-2 at the 48th minute. Balivino made it 1-2 at the 71st minute, and at the 80th minute made it 2-2, and then that game ended. In Leagues Cup, if you tie, you go directly to penalties. Whoever wins gets 3 points automatically. Whoever wins, but the tie, they both have 1 point, and they go to penalties, and whoever wins in the penalties gets an extra point. So, to make sure. Tigres, Toluca made it a 4-2 in penalties. And the match stats was like this: 21 shots for Toluca, 8 shots for Columbus, 8 shots on goals for Toluca, 3 for Columbus, 56% possession for Toluca, 44% for Columbus, 434 passing for Toluca, and a 344 for Columbus Crew. 84% pass accuracy for Toluca and 77 pass accuracy for Columbus. 18 fouls for Toluca and 11 for Columbus Crew. 6 yellow cards for Toluca, 2 for Columbus Crew. Both had 0 offsides. 0 red cards for both of them. 4 offsides for Toluca, 2 for Columbus Crew, 7 quarters for Toluca, and 2 for Columbus Crew. The next match was a Montreal versus Leon. In regular time, Leon was in front at the 11th minute, a goal for Funes Mori that they signed. And then Montreal made it 1-1 at the 62nd minute. Ovisu and Leon lost in penalties against Montreal 7-6. The match just was like this: 17 shots for Montreal, 3 for Leon, 7 shots for Montreal, 2 for Leon, 49% passing for Montreal and 51% for Leon. Passing was 456 for Montreal, 474 for Leon, and 85% pass accuracy, one more than Leon, and with an 84% pass accuracy. 11 fouls for Montreal, 10 for Leon, 1 yellow card for Montreal, 2 for Leon. They both had 0 red cards. Montreal had 0 offsides. Leon had 4. 6 corners for Montreal and 1 for Leon. The next match was a New York versus Puebla. Surprisingly, Puebla won 3-0 against Montreal. The first goal was at the second minute of the match for Fengo. The 38th minute was the Guzman goal, and then that's how the first time ended. Towards the end of the match, at the 80th minute, Gonzalo made it 0-3, beating New York City. the match stats were like this: 17 shots on target for New York City and 12 for Puebla. 5 shots on target for the both of them. 60% position for New York City FC. 40% for Puebla. 430 passing for New York City. 294 for Puebla. 81% pass accuracy for New York City. 72% for Puebla. 9 fouls for New York City. 16 for Puebla. They had 3 yellow cards each, 0 red cards for both of them, 1 offside for New York, 2 for Puebla, 12 corners for New York, and 8 for Puebla. The next match was a Tigres Houston Dynamo, where Correa, new signing for Tigres, made it brace. Correa made the first goal at the 40 plus 3 minutes. And then second half started. Houston tied it at the 47th minute. Then at the 63rd minute, Linus made it 2-1. And then Correa made his second goal 70 minute 3-1. And then Herrera made it at the 97th minute, made it 4-1. Then the match stats were like this. Tigres made 50 shots on target, 9 for Houston, 8 shots on target for Tigres, 4 for Houston, 53% passing for Tigres, 47% for Houston, 529 for passing for Tigres, 477 for Houston, and 88% pass accuracy for Tigres, and 89% for Houston. 11 fouls for Tigres, 15 for Houston, 1 yellow card for Tigres, 2 for Houston, 0 red cards, both had 1 offside, 3 corners for Tigres, and 5 for Houston. The next match was a LAFC Mazatlan, where LAFC and Mazatlan gotten the 1 point for both of them because they tied. Went to the penalties. They lost. LAFC lost 10-11. Was the longest penalty shot I ever seen. Right in the Leagues Cup. Mazatlan got the extra point on this. The first goal was Martinez at the 29th minute, and the 31st minute, Guzman made it 1-1. The ending like that. The match stats were like this: 14 shots for LAFC, 8 for Mazatlan, 3 shots on target for LAFC, 4 Mazatlan, 62% passing position. 38% positioning for Mazatlan, 692 passing for LAFC, 451 for Mazatlan, 91% pass accuracy for LAFC, 83% for Mazatlan, 11 fouls for LAFC, and 12 for Mazatlan, 1 yellow card for LAFC, 0 for Mazatlan. Both had 0 red cards, 1 offside for LAFC, 0 for Mazatlan, 7 corners for LAFC, and 0 for Mazatlan. That's how it ended. The next match was a Pachuca San Diego 3-2 win for Pachuca. First goal was Guzman at the 23rd minute, made it 1-0. Figo made it 2-0 at the 45th plus 3 minutes. Then in the second half, made it 3-0, the same person, 67th minute of the match. And then towards the end of the match, San Diego responded with 2 goals. Botkin hit it at the 80th minute, and Boonbin made it 3-2 at the 90 plus 10. And then there was a red card at the 90 plus 2 minutes. The match stats looked like this: 12 shots for Pachuca, 13 for San Diego, 7 shots for Pachuca, 6 for San Diego, 36% possession for Pachuca, 64% for San Diego, 381 passing for Pachuca, 679 for San Diego, 81% pass accuracy for Pachuca, 87% pass accuracy for San Diego. 19 fouls for Pachuca, 11 for San Diego, 4 yellow cards for Pachuca, and 3 for San Diego. 0 red cards for Pachuca, 1 for San Diego, 2 offsides for Pachuca, and 3 for San Diego, 3 corners for Pachuca, and 5 for San Diego. That's how that match ended. Next match was an Inter Miami Atlas, where Inter Miami started to win at the 52nd minute of the second half. Sindinga made it 1-0, and at the 80th minute, Lozano made it 1-1, and then Wirt made it a 90 plus 6 minute goal to win the game. Match stats looked like this: 19 shots on target for Inter Miami, 15 for Atlas, 5 shots on target for Inter Miami, 7 for Atlas, 55% precision for Inter Miami, 45% for Atlas, 411 passes for Inter Miami, with 345 for Atlas, 86% pass accuracy for Inter Miami, 84 for Atlas, 12 fouls for Inter Miami, 13 for Atlas, 1 yellow card for Inter, 3 for Atlas, 0 red cards for both of them, 2 offsides for Inter, 0 for Atlas, 11 corners for Inter, and 6 for Atlas. And that's how the game ended for that one. Next match was a Necaxa Atlanta United, which the first goal was an own goal for Atlanta United at the 12th minute. Gusan 1-0, and then that's till the 28th minute. Made it 1-1. Mercurichu made it 1-1. That's how the first half ended. Second half started like this: at the 77th minute, Bahrain made it 2-1, and this thing made it at the 90 plus 1 minute. And ended the match 3-1. The match stats was like this: 16 shots for Necaxa, 70 for Atlanta, 5 shots on target for Necaxa, 4 for Atlanta, 42% precision for Necaxa, 58 for Atlanta, 372 passing for Necaxa, 501 for Atlanta, 81% pass accuracy for Necaxa, and 86% pass accuracy for Atlanta United, 70 fouls for Necaxa, and 9 for Atlanta United. 1 yellow card for Necaxa, 2 for Atlanta, both had 0 red cards, 1 offside for Necaxa, and 2 for Atlanta, 5 corners for Necaxa, and 6 for Atlanta. Then that's how the match starts like that. The next game was a Pumas Orlando, where Pumas and Orlando tied in the regular time. They both had 1 point, and Pumas got the extra point in the penalties with the 4-3 win in penalties. The first goal was a 5th minute goal. Jericho at the 5th minute, towards and the second half, all the way towards the end, almost the end of the match. Cardosa made it at the 8th minute, 1-1, similar to penalties, and Pacheco Pumas won. Match stats look like this: 17 shots for Pumas, 7 for Orlando, 4 shots on target for Pumas, 1 for Orlando, and it was just that goal that they made. 481 passing for Pumas, 432 for Orlando, 86% pass accuracy for Pumas, 85% pass accuracy for Orlando, 12 fouls for Pumas, 7 for Orlando, 2 yellow cards for Pumas, and 5 for Orlando. 0 red cards for both of them, 4 offsides for Pumas, 3 for Orlando, 6 corners for both of them, and that's how the match ended. The next match was a Minnesota versus Querétaro. Minnesota won 4-1. The first goal was at the 11th minute. Iwari made it 1-0. Then Brown made it 2-0 at the 20th minute. Then Julio made it 2-1 at the 67th minute. And then Marchand made it 3-1 at the 79th minute. And at the 87th minute, there was a red card for Zapata. And Oregon made it 4-1 at the 90+1 minute. That just looked like this: 18 shots on target for Minnesota, 10 for Querétaro, 7 for Minnesota on target, and 2 for Querétaro. 453 passing for Minnesota and 400 for Querétaro, 53% position for Minnesota and 47 for Querétaro. 85% pass accuracy for Minnesota, 80% for Querétaro. 10 fouls for Minnesota and 19 for Querétaro. 0 for yellow cards for Minnesota, 2 for Querétaro, 0 red cards for Minnesota, 1 for Querétaro, 3 offsides for Minnesota, and 2 for Querétaro. 2 corner kicks for Minnesota and 1 for Querétaro. That's how that match ended. The last match, not the last match, but next match was a Club America versus Real Salt Lake. They tied 2-2 in extra time, and the Club America lost 1-3 in penalties. First goal was Diego Luna at the 60th minute. Brian Rodriguez tied it at the 42nd minute, and then Ogawa made it at the 1-2 at the 45th +2 minute of the match. And then towards the end, very end of the match, Aguirre, Hector Sanchez made it 2-2 at the 90+7th minute. Matches were like this: 17 shots for America, 11 for Real Salt Lake, 6 on target for America, and 8 for Real Salt Lake. 53% position for America and 47% for Real. 457 passing for Club America, 425 for Real. 86% pass accuracy for America, 42% for Real Salt Lake, 16 fouls for America, 12 for Real Salt Lake, 3 yellow cards for America, 1 for Real Salt Lake, zero offside red cards for the both of them, zero offsides for Club America, 3 for Real Salt Lake, 5 corners for America, 0 for Real Salt Lake. The next match was a Portland versus St. Louis. San Luis Summit. First goal was at the first minute, Acosta. The 56th minute was clearly at the 56th minute. Larser made it to 3-0 at the 73rd, and Mora made it 4-0 at the 70th minute of the match. Match stats were like this. I don't know how they made 4 for 4. They made 4 shots on target, made all 4 shots on target, with San Luis made it 15, where there's 6 on target. They had less position with a 41% position, and San Luis had 56% of the position. 502 passing for Portland, 621 for San Luis, 87% pass accuracy for Portland, and 89% for San Luis. 18 fouls for Portland, 16 for San Luis, 2 yellow cards for Portland, 3 for San Luis. Both had 0 red cards, 1 offside for Portland, 2 for San Luis. 0 corners for Portland, and 6 for San Luis. That's how the match ended. Next match was a Cincinnati Monterrey, where Cincinnati won 2-3. First goal was at the 31st minute. Endor made it 0-1. Then at the 45th minute, Canales made it 1-1. Second half was 53rd minute Orto. Then a 1-3 Bacha. And then towards the end of the match, Barriarte made it 2-3 at the 90+4 minute. The matches were like this: 11 shots for Monterrey, 12 for Cincinnati, 6 for both of them. Just 6 shots on target for both of them. 60% position for Monterrey, 40 for Cincinnati. 576 passing for Monterrey, and 401 for Cincinnati. 86% pass accuracy for Monterrey, 84 for Cincinnati. 11 fouls for Monterrey, 7 for Cincy. 21 yellow cards for Monterrey and 1 for Cincinnati. 0 red cards for both of them. 0 offsides for Monterrey. 3 for Cincinnati. 2 corner kicks for Monterrey and 3 for Cincinnati. That's how the match ended for that one. The next match was a Chivas versus New York Red Bulls. This was a boring match until the end. Towards the end, last kick of the game, Forsberg made it 0-1 for Red Bulls at the 90+7 minutes and won the game. Match stats were like this: 8 shots for Chivas, 10 for Red Bulls. 3 shots on target for Chivas, 4 for Red Bulls, 65% position for Chivas, 35% for Red Bulls, 597 passing for Chivas, 332 for Red Bulls, 83% accuracy for Chivas, 70 for Red Bulls, 13 fouls for Chivas, 10 for Red Bulls, 2 yellow cards for Chivas, 1 for Red Bull. Both had 0 red cards. Chivas had 4 offsides, Red Bulls had 3. Chivas had 7 corners, and Red Bulls had 5. Next match was a since Charlotte versus Juarez. Um, the first goal, Mendes made it 0-1. Then Guillermo made it 1-1 at the 18th minute. At the 21st minute, Madison made it 1-2, took the lead again. And the 45th plus 2, Masconar made it 1-3. And at the 80th minute, Guerra, the one who scored the goal, went expulsado. He got red carded. And at the 90th minute, Esperman made it 1-4, sealing the deal of this match. The match just were like this: 9 shots for Charlotte, 16 for Juarez, 1 shot for Charlotte, the only goal they made. 10 shots for Juarez, 52% precision for Charlotte, 48% for Juarez, 441 passing for Charlotte, 431 for Juarez, 85% pass accuracy, 91% pass accuracy for Juarez, 7 fouls for Charlotte, 15 for Juarez, 3 yellow cards for Charlotte, 4 for Juarez, 1 red card for Charlotte, 0 for Juarez, 0 offsides for Charlotte, 3 for Juarez, 10 corners for Charlotte, and 3 for Juarez. And that's how the match ended. Next match of the day was a Colorado versus Santos, where Santos lost 2-1 versus Colorado. First goal was at the 53rd minute. Caro for Santos made it 0-1. Then Norbert made it 1-1 at the 62nd minute, and at the 86th minute, Colorado Rapids went ahead 2-1, and at the 90 plus 7th minute, Lopez got red carded, and that's how the match ended. 10 fouls, 10 shots on target for Colorado, 16 for Santos, 7 on target for Colorado, 3 for Santos, 45% ball position, 55 ball position for Santos, 304 passes for Colorado, 370 for Santos, 70% ball pass accuracy for Colorado, 85 for Santos, 10 fouls for Colorado, 16 for Santos, 2 yellow cards for Colorado, 5 for Santos, 0 red cards for Colorado, 1 for Santos, 5 offsides for Colorado, and 0 for Santos. 9 corner kicks for Colorado, 6 for Santos. That's how the match ended. Next match, a bad performance is the one that Cruz Azul had right now. 0-7 versus Seattle Sounders. Last time I checked, they won against them in the round of 16, 4-1. But I don't know what's wrong with them right now. But the first half didn't do anything. They were fine. Guzman at the second half, the 48th minute to be precise, made 1-0. Vegas made it 2-0 at the 58th minute. Ferreira made it 3-0. De Rosso made it 4-0 at the 69th minute. De La Vega made it 5-0 at the 76th minute. Torlu made it 6-0 at the 80th minute, and De La Vega made it 7-0 at the 90 plus 1 minute. Cruz Azul wasn't even there. They were just the frames of what they used to. Match stats look in favor for Seattle. 2. 9 shots for Cruz Azul with 16 for Seattle. 2 on target for Cruz Azul. 10 for Seattle. 42% possession for Cruz Azul, 58% for Seattle. 345 passing for Cruz Azul, 474 for Seattle. 78% pass accuracy for Cruz Azul, and 87% for Seattle. 14 fouls for Cruz Azul, 9 for Seattle. 3 yellow cards for Cruz Azul, 2 for Seattle. They both had 0 red cards, 0 offsides for Cruz Azul, 5 for Seattle, 2 corners for Cruz Azul, and 3 for Seattle. That's how that game ended. The next match was the last match of game 1, match day 1, was a LA Galaxy versus Tijuana that ended in a 5-2 loss for Tijuana. First goal, Neres made it 1-0 at the 17th minute from penalty. Then Mora made it 1-1 at the 21st minute. He's just barely 16. Then Pitch made it 2-1 at the 39th minute. The first half ending like that. Mora again made it 2-2 at the 59th minute. Then after that, Paintel at the 65th minute made it 3-2. Ruiz made it 4-2 at the 82nd minute, and Paintel made it 5-2 at the 90+1 minute. Match stats were like this: the shots on target and the shots that they made doesn't look so good for both of them. 14 shots LA Galaxy made. And 30 for Tijuana. 30 shots on target for the 14. They both had 10 shots on target, 57 precision for LA, and 43% for Tijuana. 499 passing for LA, and 352 for Tijuana. The 89% pass accuracy for LA and 90 for Tijuana. 5 fouls for both of them. 0 yellow cards for both of them. 0 red cards for both of them. 2 offsides for the both of them. 4 corners for LA. 16 for Tijuana, and none of them made a goal for them. And that's how match day 1 has concluded. Right now they're playing match day 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games have been played. 2 are still playing right now. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games tomorrow. I will see it later. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on Sunday. When they finish on Sunday, I will go to recap Leagues Cup match day 2 of it. So thank you for watching, hearing, and continue watching my videos and liking this one and liking all my other ones. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.